I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Ain't no fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better keep.
Now we're cooking. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Love. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Off play action. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Off the play fake. Love. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 9 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. throwing on first down. Love sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me because it's easy to up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Third and long, it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Watson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zadarius Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
2nd and 5. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Love.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Fresno. Watch twins. Bang. Let's go. Bang. Let it go.
Back to throw. Love. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the 50, it's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To throw is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And this is caught by Fells, right side. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Love. That is caught at the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start with a good one in the NFC South. Carolina playing host to Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Ryan Tannehill strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, nice move. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on first down, Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check, 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 check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, it's Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You go tight. You go tight.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air yet again, Watson. Going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance of... they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They run again on first down. Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Watch tight end. Four down. Alert three.
On first down, Love. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Back to throw. Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing again. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. On first and 10, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. From just shy of midfield, Watson, open man, the tight end fails. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. And Stills bringing it in. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the red zone now, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Let's go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. To throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Here's Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They had to catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do